morning. Once again, I'm here to talk to us about the same issue I've been hammering on. So instead of talking, I've decided to show you what I mean by putting one on one together. Maybe that will help you to stop believing every propaganda out there. It will help you to find the truth. So I'm going to do one now. After that, then it's left for you to go and try others. My point is, I've been saying it. These people are emotionally playing you as if you've never been following the PM before. As if they are the only one that knows the PM. I know the truth because of what they said, and I'm going to prove it to you now. If you check the topic of this particular video, you discover that it's how Dr. Ngozi Orabeze has been working against the PM ever since he was taken in for questioning. Everything she has been doing before the convention, or let me say few days before the convention and after the convention, every step she has taken is against the PM. And I'm going to prove it to you now. I will play this recording and I will analyze it. But if you know you can do that better, you're welcome. But I will analyze it based on my understanding, because that's how I operate. I don't allow people to interpret things for me the way they want. I go do my own research, interpret it the way I want. So I'm going to analyze this the way I understand it. So I'm going to play this video. I want us to understand that this man, our Prime Minister, is a man that has you're hearing him. Built his house, furnished his house, equipped his house. Everything is in this house. Okay, in case you don't know who is talking. Do you understand me? You know, if they appoint you a president of zoo or a president of United States, or let me leave zoo, if they appoint you today, as we are here, they say, Sylvester Chukwuemeka, you are now the president of the United States of America. All you need to do, pick few of your personal belongings and move in. You are not going to build a new house. For everything is there. Only go there, start sleeping there. That is what our Prime Minister has done. He has built the structure so firm, so strong. Okay, let's hold it there. He has built the structure so firm, so strong. Now, the same person, this is Ugo 247 speaking. You people probably call him Ugo. He's the one speaking. He said he has built the structure so strong, so firm. He made an example. He said, if they appoint you as the president of America, all you need to do is just to move in. In other words, you don't need to pack a lot of things. You don't need to make changes. You just need to move in. I know that doesn't work with American government, because if you're coming in as a government, you come in with your ministers. That is different. He shouldn't have brought this up here in this scenario. But from what he's trying to tell you, he's trying to tell you that the government in Israel, the structure has been built so strong and so firm. And also, it means you don't need to do much changes. This is not mostly the area I'm coming from, I wanted to talk about, but I want to use this as background because he's trying to lay a background to a video he made. If you've been following this guy, there was a time, like I said, I don't follow their recent post when this whole issue have escalated. If they post something, I go back and check their previous post when the issue have not been escalated this way. That's how you find the truth. He posted this video on his Twitter. That's where I picked it from. As at that time, the issue have not escalated. He was trying to explain to you why they have to dissolve the government. That was why we made this video. So I'm going to move straight to that. And at the same time, I will tell you that it was never in his plan, that is the PM's plan, to dissolve the government at the moment. I will prove it to you. Now let's move front. Okay? Let's move front. Let me take the video for Let me check here first.
Let's go straight into this memo. And the memo reads, Government of the United States of Biafra, Office of the Prime Minister, Briggy, dissolution of Briggy Cabinet.
Okay. This is the place I'm looking for. He said, Office of the Prime Minister. Remember, he's not around. They are impersonating him. He said, Office of the Prime Minister. Let's move further. I will explain to you.
Dissolution of Briggy Cabinet. And this memo was issued on the 4th of December 2024, about 2 days ago. Dissolution of Briggy Cabinet. This is why I said that even me, myself, I follow for the people where they dissolute. they don't show everybody pepper, Anyway, that's by the way. I want to tell you that this is what a nation is all about. This is what a nation is all about. Changes. Anybody in this life that is not ready to embrace change, I pity that person.
Okay, let me.
We must be ready to embrace. It's all about changes. Anybody in this life that is not ready to embrace change, I pity that person. We must be ready to embrace change.
Rudolph, you mute yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Chuku. Let's hear from change at any given time, any hour. Anytime change comes, we must embrace change. Okay? We must embrace change. So quickly, like I said earlier, I will read this. Congratulations to our restoration of independence. The United States of Biafra USB government. We like to thank and recognize all the effort of Briggy Cabinet members toward their devotion to service under the Biafra Republic government in exile. The liberation phase of the restoration of independence states, independence of the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra has now restored its lost sovereignty. A big thanks to all officials whose effort facilitated the restoration of our independence. As an independent sovereign nation, our national responsibility have now gone past the agitation for liberation, but rather the activation and the full functionality of the government of the United States of Biafra. At this point in time, our territorial integrity under Article 2 of the United Nations Charter and intensifying our diplomatic engagement with other nations are pivotal. In order for the government to live up to its expectation towards governance, the government is now moving on to the next phase of our nation building. And on this note, the Brigade Cabinet is hereby dissolved, as it has achieved its purpose as post-declaration body in driving our liberation movement and restoring our lost sovereignty. A transitional body is in place towards a new cabinet for the new administration.
Okay, let me hold it there first. He said a transitional body. I want to talk about this before I forget. Is already in place. Just take note of that. Then again, he said the government has fulfilled the reason why it was formed. That was the first statement he made. Because I know most of you did not read this document. They will post something online. CEO, you don't read it. If you read it, then you put one on one together. That's how you find the truth. I will reveal the truth to you in the next video after I play this one. Because I went back to what the PM said. That's how I found the truth. Okay, let's go on.
Now, I want you to watch this last statement here, or this last two, or these last three lines here. The last three lines. It said, Brigade Cabinet is hereby dissolved.
Okay.
As it has achieved its purpose as post-declaration.
As it has achieved its purpose as post-declaration body. That's what he said. Now let's
body. Post-declaration body.
Yes.
You see, I used to listen to Obigwe while he was alive. There's this music Osgoro. Obigwe said, ọ na-agbagwoju ya anya na ndị mmadụ ji aka abụọ na-azọ ihe na-abụrụ nke ha.
Okay.
What am I saying? Obigwe used to say in that song that it is too surprising that you see people fighting for what does not belong to them with two strong, mighty hands.
Okay.
We were all called or invited to serve the government of the Biafra Republic.
Okay.
As an interim.
Okay.
To get Biafra.
Okay.
And now we have gotten the Biafra.
Okay.
What I personally and every other person, member of the cabinet, were invited for have been achieved.
Okay.
And we were made to know, our Prime Minister made it clear to us that immediately after restoration, this government will be resolved.
Okay, let's hold it there. He said the PM told them, or he said that immediately after restoration, the cabinet will be dissolved. That's the lie. That is a big, fat lie, and I'll prove it to you now. From the words of the PM himself. You know, when he said this, ordinarily, I've heard him say that the government will be dissolved. Yes, the PM did say that, but there are things he said. There are criteria. There are things he said that will happen before it will be dissolved. Not immediately. He said it will be dissolved. After it was dissolved, then they will prepare to hand over to a transition government, which means there is no transition government in place. But this one is telling you one is already in place. Now he said, the PM said it will be dissolved immediately. Now let's prove it. I'm going to take you back to, because when he said this, I know I've heard him said something like that before. So I have to go and look for all the videos that he made. Then I remember when he appeared on Dr. Damage platform that he said something like that. How I remember this, because after that time he said that, Dr. Chidi came in to attack him. So I have to go watch that video again, 3 hours before I found the truth. So that's how far you can go to find the truth. Don't believe all this trash you're seeing online. So I'm going to move to that video now. Let's go.
Prince CK.
Okay. This is the this is
Mr. Rudolph, I thank you for hosting our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister, I want to say I appreciate you.
Okay, listen to this. This guy is giving him accolade because he's going to say exactly the truth after this guy said what he's saying now. So listen very carefully.
For standing before the world to clarify some things that one Nigerians have been trying to a kind of make people not to understand. I just came online because of one thing. One of the things that made me to come online was when somebody was asking you who voted you. So I came in here to let everybody know that we the Biafrans voted you as the Prime Minister. So you are our Prime Minister, and that is the job you are doing. So once again, I want to appreciate you, but I will also end it with a question.
Okay, I will end it
for the whole world to hear. Okay. There is one thing you always say when you started. You always told us that you know when Biafra will come.
Okay, and he said he know when the restoration will be done. That date is divine. It's an auspicious date. If you know anything about spiritual, you know that there are things that will happen in a particular day. It will be very difficult for anybody to counter it. Now I'm speaking from the spiritual angle. These people know that, which is why they changed that date. They know it. From 2019, he told you that he know the date because it's auspicious. Then they later change it. I'm going to do a video on that separately, but that's not why we are here. We are here to hear from the horse's mouth. They said he told them it will be dissolved immediately. So listen to him after now.
This thing always a kind of, I believe a lot of people don't understand. But right now, the whole world can see that Biafra is here. We want to appreciate you, Prime Minister, and we say may the good Lord continue to keep you. Thank you so much. We thank you.
Thank you very much. And let me also make some comments based on what you said. And yes, I just want to inform Biafrans that my Prime Minister of Biafra today is going
to hear it. This is where he said it. So listen very carefully.
This government will be dissolved. Immediately we start getting recognition from the international.
Immediately we start getting recognition from the international communities. Listen again. We are going forward.
Community. And then we'll start the preparation for the transitional government.
And then we start a preparation for transitional government. Not that it is already in place. Are you getting it? Now let's go again.
This is the reason we have a de facto government functional. The structure is.
This is the reason we have a de facto government functional.
Already in place. So as soon as the recognition starts coming from the United States, every other person follows. The United Nations follows.
Okay. As soon as the recognition starts coming from the United States, which is why he engaged Ogenkere to engage the US government. As soon as it starts coming from the United States, then every other person follow. Okay?
And that will start the preparation for a transitional government. So those,
and then we start preparation for transitional government. Okay, I believe I'll bring out, because when he said that, I knew I've heard him say it someday. So I have to go look for that video. The only one I can remember was when he was on Damage platform. But he has said something like this severally. But these people twisted it and tell you he said immediately. He said when the recognition started coming in, US first, then others will follow who have recognized you. And why they rush to destroy everything. I'm going to keep making videos like this because I will tell you exactly their plan to destroy everything before June next year. So this is how you do it. This is how you put one-on-one together. This is how you find out the truth. So I think I've opened your eye to know that dissolving the old cabinet was never part of his plan. These people changed the date, which was never part of his plan. They did it on their own because they knew anything built on that date would never be destroyed. They knew. Now, they dissolved the government to bring in their people to destroy everything completely, to remove those people that will stand in their way. They come up with allegations about accounting. I will still do a video on that. So, today I just bring out this to show you that you have been following the wrong people. They are feeding you lies after lies every day. Go back to the man you believed in, the man you've been following, the PM. Go back to his words. You will say, this is just like DOS and the PM playing out again. When all these things started in 2000 and I think when he was adopted from Kenya. This is just the same thing playing out again. The DOS was there, feeding you with all kind of lies. And this guy was standing alone. Everybody was calling him names. At the end of the day, they still discover that he was the one saying the truth. The same DOS who has been following MNK for long could not even remember his words. But this guy have all his videos. He followed it one after the other. That's how he found the truth. And that's how he lived by the truth. So you don't get the truth by following every propaganda you see people throwing on, especially on S. When they post it, read it. The problem our people have, they don't even read those documents that drop in there for you. Like when they brought up the CRC issue, they said that Nkere wanted to use CRC to overthrow the government in place. But if you read that document, there is nothing like overthrow on that document. Rather, the document was talking about the defense of homeland as the priority. But people just start commenting, oh, I knew it, without reading. That's the problem. So go back. Check every lie they have been putting there for you. Like I said, changing of date was a lie. I will still come up with that. This one, dissolving the government, I'll prove it to you today. That is a lie. Then another one, the accounting, I will also come and prove it to you. That is not just the account they're looking for. Rather, they are looking for contact of the people whom they have been doing business with. I will prove it to you. I'm coming. Just maybe 2 days or 3 days because I don't have time to be making videos every day. So stop believing lies. Thank you very much. Share this thing. Let it go viral so that everybody can see it. Thank you.